if you're watching this and you're like, she doesn't look too good, I don't feel too good, okay? One, I'm making a video about a character I hate and have hated. And two, I failed my driving test for the 4th time. And 3, I got fired. I didn't actually get fired. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm a dishwasher at a local restaurant and they've hired someone else to do it because I've got cerebral palsy and I'm not very good at it. But I'm actually like, I'm fine at it. I haven't broken anything. Everything gets cleaned thoroughly. Everything's good. I'm just not quick enough. But they didn't say it's because I've got cerebral palsy, so I can't pursue any legal action. So I actually hate it when people like discriminate, but they do it in a way that you're like, I know what you're doing, but no one else that isn't. I think every marginalized person has had that experience when they're like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I see you. But if you're like not a marginalized person, you're not going to see it. I see it. Okay? Like the amount of times like my friends have spoken to someone and they're like, they were racist. And I'm like, fuck. Shit. Like I need to lock in because like you just don't, when you have privilege, you're not like, you see like those macro offenses and there's like awful hate crimes and you go, oh my God, who would do that? But like discrimination is so much more than just like those big things you see. It's also like just like treating people different based on like, oh, I just get a bad vibe. It's like, no, you don't. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, failed my driving test 4 times. That's me. That's not anyone. That's just me. That's just my fault. And talking about someone I hate Susanna. I hate Susanna Fisher so much because how do you raise Jeremiah and Conrad? And how do you like foster an environment where you're like, you will marry one of my boys, but only Conrad? Because I wrote a letter and I'm dying. Genuinely, like, people need to stop romanticizing the dead. Okay, just because someone died doesn't make them a good person. No one deserves to die. I will say that, like, people don't deserve to die. Like, no one's like, oh, you should fucking die. Like, no one, there are some people that it's like, the world is better without you, but like, for me personally, if I wouldn't go and kill someone, there are some people I don't feel empathy for when they die, but like, Susanna is not one of them. She's a fictional character. Like, I cried when she died, but after watching and reading all of This Summer I Turned Pretty, I have come to the conclusion I hate Susanna Fisher. And here's why. She's a groomer. And not in the way that, like, pedophiles are groomers, but in the way, like, grooming is so much more than just sexual. And obviously it's, like, a broad term. I'm using it as, a broad term, and I don't want to underplay any actual, sexual abuse that has happened. But grooming is happening in The Summer I Turned Pretty. Grooming in a way that it's like, hold on, let me articulate my words. Grooming in a way that someone uses their position of power or their age as a way to seem intelligent or like full of wisdom. And so for Belly, who was 4, and as someone who has once been 4 and who has a mother, okay, I, like many other girls, have been 4 with a mother, okay? And my mother has had female friends who I have looked up to, okay, and called my auntie and seen as second parents. If they told me something, I'm believing it. I'm fully going for it, okay? Yes, you're completely correct. And you know what? I had a crush, well, not really. She's a woman now, actually, and she's also my best friend. I love her so much. But before she transitioned and before I realized I was not into men, not that she's a man, but before she transitioned and before I came out, I wanted to get with this kid because why not? Our mums are best friends. We're a boy and a girl. We just inherently have to be together. And no one was pushing us to do that. Actually, our parents were both like, you were way too young to date. And nothing happened. We both like women now, and she is now a woman. So trans and lesbian pride for everyone, okay? Let's keep going. But that's the thing. Like, kids are going to want to, like, do that anyway, because kids are just always wanting to date for some reason. I don't know what that is, but kids have crushes. That's a normal thing. And if their parents are enabling their crush or encouraging that, they're gonna fall for it more. And I think that can be cute to an extent. Because I remember I had a crush on someone and my mum was like, oh, you should like go for it. Actually, no, she didn't even say that. She was like, you're too young. You're too young. But when I was like in year 7, I had a boyfriend. Worst time of my life. I was such an awful girlfriend to this guy. I'm so sorry. But, yeah, my mum was like, oh, that's so cute. But she wasn't going like, go for it, do it, do it, do it. But like, it would be so weird if your mum's friend was like, you should be with one of my boys so we can be family forever. And she was like, not saying that, but she was definitely implying it. Susanna just wanted a daughter, and Belly was definitely that for her. And that can be beautiful, but it gets to the point where you're like, it was so weird because Susanna saw Belly as her daughter, but then wanted her to get with her son. So I'm like, is that kind of incesty? I don't know. I don't know what it is with Jenny Han and like weird, like not incest, but weird like siblings. Because again, I was watching To All the Boys I Loved Before with my friend on the weekend, and I was like, wait, she wants her sister's boyfriend. For me personally, when my friends date someone, they are just inherently off limits. Like, I can't go there. What? When my friends like someone, I can't go there. I don't have sisters. I have 2 younger brothers. But like, if I had sisters and they were dating someone, I'm not gonna go like, I want them. Hello? What? Hello? And if I do, by any means necessary, I'm locking that in the vault. That's not going anywhere. And also, like, if you're dating someone and you break up, don't go for their siblings. I thought that was like common sense, but apparently not. So I don't know why. She didn't even decide. She was like, you'll be with one of them. You'll be with one of my boys. And then she fucked off and died. I'm so sorry. Rest in peace, I guess you weren't that bad. But, like, she guilted Belly into, like, making her, like, oh, you will choose one of them. I don't know which one. And so Belly, of course, when that's, like, the last, when you know that's what she wanted, that is what Susanna very openly wanted. Belly to be with one of her boys. And for Susanna then to unfortunately pass away, and it's not like she committed suicide, it was out of her control, she would have stayed alive. For Susanna to then die, Belly's like, I need to keep this alive, so I'm going to pursue an unhealthy romantic relationship with Jeremiah because she couldn't have Conrad. Because that's what Susanna wanted. And then, of course, Belly's going to be a little too jumping sibling hoe. Like, the fact that people have no empathy for Belly, but like full empathy for like Jeremiah and Conrad and Susanna, like, I get it. Losing your parent would be the hardest thing, and my heart goes out to anyone that has gone through that. Like, I have seen kids lose a parent and they become a shell. Like, it's so awful, and I like genuinely hope I never have to experience that. Like, horrible, horrible, horrible. But like, Belly, again, immature as fuck. Like, anyone watching this show knows Belly is so immature. She is not. I would actually argue Belly is similar to Eleven from Stranger Things in the way that she did not need a relationship. She needed to be by herself for a minute. Because, yeah, Belly was mechanically single before this show. Don't get me wrong, she was single. But like, you should be single before 15. Like, what are you doing before 15? Like, yeah, okay, you can have like a little boyfriend or girlfriend, but like, I feel like real relationships should really be like held off until you're like 16, 17. I'm sorry, like, you should not be having sex, you should not be making out, you should not be doing all that. Call me a prude before the age of 16. Like, that's normal. Like, I was watching Ginny and Jordan, she was like 15, still a virgin. You should be. You should be. And I know like people were like, oh, like, you're ready when you're ready. No one is ready before that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you just can't be that mature. But, like, the whole thing of Belly being like, oh my god, she's untouched and unloved when she's, like, a child was weird to me. And then, like, from the second she was, like, pretty and mature, everyone wanted her. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. She was beautiful. She is very beautiful. I really, really like her. But, I don't know. For me, people, like, yeah, she had a glow up, but then you realize she had a personality. I don't know. Conrad and Belly for the win, because Conrad knew she had a personality, okay? Conrad may have been a bit older and saw her as a sister for a little bit there, but like, I don't care. I don't care. I actually really like them, but like, I don't know. Susanna is really at fault for all of Belly's faults. I think the funeral scene, that was on Belly when she was like, go to hell. It's his mom's funeral. I could not. Okay. That's one scene that I'm like, girl, what are we doing? But like, I don't know. I really don't like Susanna. I don't like anyone in the Fisher family just because like the way they treat the Conklins. It's like awful. It's like awful because they, except Conrad, they all generally just see them as like, oh, they're Susanna's friends, especially the dad. Don't even get started on the dad, but Susanna, I don't know. I don't like Susanna because she borderline groomed Belly into making her choose between, like, that was it. Like, if Belly married someone else, which I know we all, like, I think most people kind of wanted that secretly a little bit. If Belly married someone else, she would have felt so guilty. And again, there wouldn't have been a show. So, like, there did have to be some premise there. But Jenny Han, stop making your plots weird. Although, like, maybe I'm not the target audience anymore. Because when I was reading them and, like, watching them all in middle school, I was like, I want this so bad. I love this so much. So maybe I'm just, like, not the target audience anymore. But, like, can we, like, I want to go back in time from, like, when I'm like in year 7, I'm 12, I'm bald, I have no hair, I can't walk, and I'm reading To All the Boys I Love Before, and I'm like, she's kind of me. She's kind of me, this white bald girl that can't walk. I forgot her name. I am Laura Jean. I generally felt that, like I loved her in middle school. I don't know, like she like obviously got me into reading, but I really, yeah. Jenny Han, thank you. Jenny Han and Jeanette McCurdy deserve like awards for making my generation read, because genuinely, wow. I'm waiting for a new Jenny Han series. Thank you so much. Also, yeah, you know what? We said what we will about Jenny Han. She's kind of cool. Colleen Hoover, fuck off. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Sorry for ranting. Sorry for being so angry. I've had a lot. Okay, it's been a week. And that's why my skin looks like this. Because I feel disgusting. I look disgusting. You know what? Maybe I'd be too powerful with a license because I have a girlfriend and I have a job. I have 3, okay? I have 3. I got fired from the restaurant once, so I have 2. I have 2 jobs and a girlfriend. If I had a license, I'd just be like trifecta. I'd be too cool. Rock on, everyone. Love you.